Happy Sunday. How you doing? I'm a little tired. We had a good run yesterday. Put on 200 miles down to Provincetown and back. It's right Provincetown, right at the very end of Cape Cod. You can't go any further. That little tip at the horn. It's a nice run, very scenic. And, that's actually where the Pilgrims first landed. We have Plymouth. Yeah, Plymouth, I've been. It's a tourist trap. Seriously, it's a fucking tourist trap. That's like 32 miles from me. But Provincetown is nice, especially Race Point Beach. Truro. In fact, in that movie Men in Black 2, Tommy Lee Jones, he's a postmaster in Truro, Massachusetts. That scene there with the lighthouse, they actually filmed those scenes there. It's beautiful. However, it's pretty rough in the winter. They have absolutely no shelter from the main brunt of the Atlantic. Like here on this peninsula here, I live on Fort Taber at the end. It's Fort Taber. It's a lot worse for us here in the winter than it is in the inland part of the city. They get a lot of sheltering. The wind gets muffled down as it's hitting buildings and trees and all kinds of shit. And that's where the Pilgrims first landed. After a while, they realized, they said, oh man, this ain't working out too good. So they moved inland on the horn that sticks out. You see that on the map, the horn. They moved further inland away from the main Atlantic. And they settled in Plymouth. And it's a fucking tourist trap. They got the Plymouth Rock. Believe me, it's no big fucking deal. No one even knows. They say it's a Plymouth Rock. How the fuck do they know? Although they did move it many years ago. At one time, it was by the shore with a lot of other fucking rocks. And people started chipping pieces off it to take as souvenirs. From what I understand, it's like 1/3 the size it originally was at one time. They moved it in. They made a pit with like a tomb with all concrete with a gate around it, like, 6 feet below ground level. So now you can just look down at it, and Plymouth Rock, yay, isn't that cool? They got a Mayflower, a replica, but they don't know if it's really a replica. There were no actual plans of the ship that they built it on. They looked at old drawings. It was built in the 1950s, if I'm not mistaken, in England. It's got a diesel on it. It has full sail. And they kind of looked at drawings and paintings from that era. Well, yeah, I guess it must have looked something like that, and that's what they, used as a pattern for it. And you can go on it. Every 10 years, it comes here to New Bedford. They announce its arrival. People line up all down by the fucking main harbor as it comes to the big, huge main hurricane barrier gate. Taking pictures, and they let you go on it. Then it gets dry docked over at Gifford Marine Boatyard on the back side of me. They got a wax museum. You like ocean spray? Cranberry juice and shit? That's where the ocean spray plant is. They take you on a tour, show you how they harvest the cranberries, something like 80%. I'll tell you, all along that run, you see fucking miles and miles and miles. You see wheat fields in Kansas and shit like that in Nebraska. You see the same shit here, but with fucking cranberries, cranberry bogs. It employs a lot of people. And they give you, after your tour, they give you, a free bottle of, ocean spray cranberry juice. They have other ocean spray drinks too, but cranberry is their main thing. They have a wax museum. It's a fucking tourist trap. So, had a nice run down to P-Town and back. It's like, there and back, it's like 200 miles. Weather was pretty decent. Rain moved in last night, and today's kind of shitty. Heard there's another storm now on the East Coast, hitting like the Carolinas and whatnot, Jersey area. I caught a little bit on the news already, some flooding and shit. Anyway, we had a pretty good day yesterday. Today it's watch our Patriots lose again. 3rd game in a row to start out the fucking season. We're fucking terrible. Order some pizza, and usually on Sunday, somebody drops in, If we're home, usually on Sundays, I'm gone with the guys riding, We pushed it up to yesterday knowing ahead of time that the weather was going to be shit today. And now we're getting later in the season now. It won't be too long before, the cold and whatnot moves in, and snow and ice and you know, wait until next spring, but still maintain our other activities. Just indoors at our headquarters clubhouse and down here at Knuckleheads and Cisco's, the usual thing when we're not writing. So life goes on for us and we still have our fun. So my model was supposed to come in today, the GTO MPC. You know, I almost bought another one. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to be like Sanford, get too many projects. Then, no, I can't work on any of my projects because I have too many projects to work on. I haven't even begun the first one yet. I was actually tempted today to start fucking around with the C28, do a little bit on it. So, no, I ordered the GTO first. And that's an MPC. Z28's an AMT. Like I said, I had 4 kinds. I had Monogram and Revell. And I got a notification because the site I've been ordering them from, they've been sending me, special sale prices and free shipping, and, on an email. And I looked, and I saw something I came this close to fucking ordering because I always thought they were cool cars along with its sister car. It's a 1970 Challenger TA. I really like those. And the AAR Cudas. I remember when I was a kid, man, there was 2 brothers over at the Lord Phillip Luxury Apartments. I was a paperboy at. And I saw all the cars in the parking lot. 2 brothers. These guys weren't young. I'd say they were like maybe in their mid to late 30s at the time. And they had an apartment there. And they each had brand new AAR Cuda and TA Challenger. The Challenger was that Panther pink. And the Cuda was a nice blue. I like those flat black hoods, the 2 different scoops. What I think I liked the most was, besides the striping on them, I liked the way that chrome exhaust tips dumped out right before the rear wheels. 346 back. And those cars were no beasts. Those cars were 14-second cars. They were like 290, some say 310 horse. And the cars weren't exactly that light, but they were cool, badass looking cars. And I saw one, and it was a Panther pink. Challenger TA on sale for $29.99. I came this close to hitting order. I said, fuck, no. As it is, once I get through with these 2, I have a fucking Starsky and Hutch Torino coming from Will. So my hands are full for a while. If once I get some significant progress through and I get at least one knocked out and I'm halfway through the other, then maybe I'll go back and I'll order the Cuda, the Challenger. Anyway, how's your weekend going so far? What's up with the No Show Nationals? How did my ex-boyfriend, Cabbage Patch Kid, do? Is he impressing people with his one-wheel peel in the burnout contest and donut competition? Was Miss Titty Nipples there on his Coleman mini bike? Hey guys, look at me. Was the weather nice? He was able to wear a nice thin top so those niplets could really be peeking. Let's see. Hey, Sunday night, guys. Pickle Sniffer Sunday night. Yeah, I bet you're waiting in eager anticipation for Sanford's Sunday night yak session. Maybe he'll announce, I got the hiccups, maybe he'll announce more projects. Maybe he'll announce more projects. Maybe where he's already told you about how you can, you can run a car with propane. Maybe he'll go further, teach you how you can run a car on Listerine, Lysol, Pine Sol, Drano. And if you have detonation problems, you can even use Pepto-Bismol. If it can calm down stomach acid, maybe it can calm down that fucking detonation too. You know what I'm saying? I heard my buddy, Moped Madness, is out of the loony bin. He's been back. I guess they pumped him full of enough Thorazine that they were able to let him out of the rubber room, get that straight jacket off, take those bunny slippers off, give him back his sneakers, turn him loose in society, feeling he is now safe and calm and rational enough that he won't get the compulsion, the urge to want to go out and kill liberals. But I did hear something funny. I said, yeah, Brian, he's, the The guy just seems to have a fucking hatred about things. He just has a heart full of hate, you know, for whatever reason. He was attacking Polacks now, and now, I call Sanfords pickle sniffers, pickle sniffers. I'm not dragging any nationality into it. They're just pickle sniffers, you know. But, racism extends beyond black people. When you get down to it, it's only a nationality. Skin color attributed to a nationality. African, blacks, and a lot of people in Africa are fucking white, let me tell you. I'm Portuguese, full-blooded. Tu fala português, mas vai tu sabes, não é, ok? No brincadeira, está aqui agora. Tá ali. I speak Portuguese, it's third generation born here. Around here, they call us Portuguese. Every nationality, you get your spics, your wops, your this, your that, your chinks. Every nationality somehow has had some sort of offensive name attached to them, you know what I mean? And they all have some sort of stereotype and whatever. But when you go after a personal nationality like that, calling people Polacks, this guy's just got some fucking issues, man. This guy has some serious, but he'll pay the price for it. We have freedom of speech, but use your freedom of speech at the wrong person face to face, and you're going to pay a fucking serious price for it, let me tell you. Some people can only learn the hard way, and like Sanford, he's the same. He is his own worst enemy. Like Sanford is his own worst enemy. And he'll get what he gets, and it'll all be because of him. So anyway, that's it. Tomorrow I got a very early start, extra early start. We got something real special going on at the VTH for two very special residents, very elderly Vietnam veterans. And we're having a special ceremony for them. And my hat's all fucked up. I got quite a few hats. I got a lot of hats. Some have a special meaning. One in particular that I only wear twice a year. We have our Veterans Day and Memorial Day ceremony down at Fort Taber at the Vietnam War and POW Memorial. We have our ceremony and service. And that's when I wear something, a hat. Because I feel that that's the appropriate time for it. And we all wear them. And we wear them with honor and pride. And yeah, I'm old school. Some things have a special meaning. They're not for everyday, about town attire. And I try to keep it as nice as possible in a box in a closet. And it'll come out tomorrow for this special occasion, and I'm looking forward to it. And we have quite a few invited guests coming in from New Hampshire, Connecticut, Rhode Island next door. Rhode Island borders. Tiverton is only like 20 minutes away, right outside of Fall River. A couple people may need some transportation, so I may take a bop out there to get them here. So I have a very extra early start tomorrow morning, so I may be a little extra early on here, take a few minutes, and then go about my day. And in the meantime, maybe I'll hear a little bit about what's going on with the No-Show Nationals. Did it end? Is it ending today? I don't really know much about it. How many day event this is and whatnot. I'm quite sure some things will come my way. So anyway, in the meantime, hope your weekend's going good. Hope you've been having fun. Hope you've been staying safe. And tomorrow I'm looking forward to something. And these two guys are great, man. I've taken them to doctors at times. Taken them grocery shopping. And nice guys to sit around and talk with. One of them plays chess. They're both in their 80s. I play chess at times when there's free time. Sometimes I just hang out and talk with the guys and play a game of chess here or there. Just enjoy their company. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. I hope you have something good to look forward to. And until then,